Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
You don't know what it's like being fat.
I don't. Well, I mean, I was pretty big once, but I wasn't like fat. I was just like, people would call me big guy.
Yeah, I've been a big guy for a decade.
Sometimes
Or
people
two.
call me big guy now, and I'm always like, what?
I'm not big guy. I'm just
Guy.
got that Mexican power gut.
You, dude, you just look, I don't know how else to explain this. You just look like a construction worker, and I don't mean racially. I mean your body.
Yeah, that's
You look like a foreman, you know?
you gotta,
Like you're in charge of something at a construction site.
I could lift a lot more than you think I could, but none of my muscles give me definition. It's the problem is you can have a really great body, but if you eat too much and are fat on top of your great body, it doesn't show. I'd probably be a Greek god if I just stopped eating for like 2 months. You know?
Yeah, I sometimes also think that if I just stop eating, I look really skinny.
Oh yeah, you think that?
No, about you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm always like, man, I wonder if Mac eats so much and he's not obese that it blows my mind. The fact that you just maintain this body is incredible to me.
What does my face look like? Do I have a jawline if I pull my skin back?
I think you have a jawline now, man. What are you
Oh, do
talking
I?
about?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
If you grow out that goatee thing you have,
No, goatee is giving up.
we should have a competition to see who could grow their facial hair out the longest. Because we both have terrible facial hair.
Yeah.
You know, one thing bad about being a white guy is if
is there?
if you have bad facial hair, you look like a molester.
No, that is.
Whereas if you have bad facial hair, it's just like,
Yeah.
whatever. You have bad facial hair. But immediately, if you're a white guy, you're a molester if you have bad facial hair.
You know who has the worst facial hair but pulls it off is Asian guys.
True.
I don't know how they do that.
Dude,
They're
it's
like
because-
super patchy, but it looks good.
Yeah, it's like when
so bad it's good.
It's like when a girl wears bell bottoms and you're like, those pants fucking suck. But she's so confident that you're like, damn, she's kind of hot in them though. It's like that. That was a very specific to me example, but you see where I'm going.
Yeah, girls are hot.
If they own it, they just own it so fucking hard. Oh, American
It's
Indians also own the wispy mustache.
Oh yeah.
We know this from growing up in Utah. That they are Asian technically. So
Welcome to Cowboy Boys episode 30.
are we really on 30?
We've made it to 30 episodes.
It feels like you were telling me we made it to a milestone last episode.
Yeah, the milestone was 29 episodes.
Oh, okay.
This is the most episodes I've ever recorded on a podcast.
Yeah?
After they say you should record 30 and throw them away, and then you'll be ready.
Who is they?
This is where really the starting point. All the episodes from here on out, the first 30 were practice.
Warm-ups.
Warm up, probably. Yeah.
So this is the first real one.
Yeah, or maybe the next one.
I was going to say, let's go next one. You know what? Maybe let's take an extra long warm-up because we care about the podcast so much.
Do you have a favorite episode off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head,
I have one that I love.
I got the most messages I've ever gotten from any of our podcasts were from the Spaghetti Pocket.
Which one is that?
Where I told the story about that. I
But do
took
you
the
know
disabled kid to the strip club, and then he had spaghetti in his pocket.
But do you know which episode it was?
No, I have no idea.
Well, go listen to that one, people. Go find it. My favorite one is the Space Cowboy Boy one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That one has a good bit in it, but whatever. If I sound sick, it's because Shayne got me sick.
It's true. I got
Passed
Mac
on.
sick. I am more powerful than Mac because my sickness, I just had like some body aches and I just felt bad on top of depression. So then it was hard to like get it going. Mac is actually dying. He's had all of the symptoms.
I get one symptom every single day.
Did you puke?
No.
I did feel like I was going to puke along with the body aches, and I had the spins, but I didn't puke, so I'm the fucking champion.
You don't get this body by puking.
Very real.
You retain everything.
Dude, I used to make myself puke so much.
Oh,
and then
yeah?
someone was like, well, no, but not for food, not for eating disorder reasons. I would make myself puke to like get out of things.
I knew I had a friend in high school who learned. We were in the 12th grade, so our senior year, and he's just like, I learned how to puke on command. Like,
what?
He could just sit, and we're like, what? And he like, watch. So we're just standing around him, like in the school outside, and he just and just throws up, standing there in front of all of us. And he's like, yeah, I wish I would have learned this earlier. I could have gotten out of so much.
That's
like
so
school.
Cool.
But yeah, he could just puke on demand.
Yeah, I would just jam my fingers down my throat and make myself puke to get out of things. Or I originally found it because once I was sick, and one of my brothers was like, dude, when you puke, you feel better. And I was like,
true.
Oh, okay. So I just made myself puke because I, grew up in a place where I was like, I'm not going to go to the doctor. No one's going to help me. I'm in this alone, and I'm 12. So I made myself puke, and then I was like, oh, I do feel better. And then I used to do it all the time. Now the consequence of that is that I'm the deep throat master.
Do you think, like, your butt, like, so you can't, do you think you like burned out your brain on puking and now it's not fun anymore?
Did.
Now
I
it's
did.
just like, this isn't fun.
No.
You don't get the dopamine rush?
Also, now when I puke, it's like, it's fucking crazy. Like, if I puke because I'm sick, it's... have you ever heard, like, one of those, like, I scream puke, like... Like, it's so... It's like a life-changing amount, like where you're like worried that you're not gonna be able to breathe. You're like,
you know what it was? You did too many mouth kegels, and your puke muscles. You can shoot farther. Would you rather? I guess you just said you have both, but I was gonna say, would you rather be able to puke on command, or be able to deep throat? I mean, as a dude, I think I'm like, I'd rather puke on command, but
yeah, puking on command is probably better.
You could use it as a defense mechanism.
You can also, if someone gives you poison and then they reveal it to you in an effort to kill you, you can immediately puke it up.
That'd be funny. Someone's like, you need the antidote, and you're like, nah, I'm good.
If you've wrestled someone to a standstill and neither of you can progress, you can just puke on them to win.
Ugh.
Yeah, didn't think of that, did you? Self-defense.
I feel like we start off a lot of episodes with very unsavory topics, and people just tune out and turn it off, and then we get to the fun stuff later.
No, I think people get the unsavory. They tune in immediately. They're like, hell yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Anyways, I haven't puked yet. I'm not. I woke up and I thought my face was gonna explode because it was so stuffy.
Did you ever put your fingers on your throat to puke?
No.
Never once?
I've never made myself puke.
It's so crazy to me. And when I say a lot, I think that that we probably have listeners who have legitimate eating disorders, which I guess is a bummer that we're talking about this because that's triggering. Anyway, I didn't not a lot, not every day or anything. I was just puking every couple months someone would be like, do you want to do this thing? And I'd be like, I can't, I'm sick. And then I would just make myself puke on their porch and I'd be like, do you see how sick I am?
But they wouldn't see you put your fingers on your
No,
throat?
I would hide it.
You'd turn around?
Yeah, or whatever. Like a magician.
They probably just thought you were stupid. Like, we see you doing that.
Honestly, that's probably real. They're probably just like, Shayne, Shayne. He goes to special ed. He's crazy. I really was. I really was in the equivalent of special ed for so many periods of school as a kid.
Oh, who should have puked is the birthday girl on the 4 train. I rode the train yesterday, and there was a drunk lady drinking an open bottle of Hennessy.
By herself?
Well, she was off. She offered me like a swig because it was a birthday and she was celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like a normal lady.
Okay.
But she was drunk on the train.
Okay, but she had no friends. She was drunk alone on her birthday.
She was making friends on the train.
Okay, so she was making moves.
But yeah.
We can't trust that it's actually her birthday. Though I will say, if you're getting drunk,
I believed her.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're getting drunk on the train by yourself, you're probably sadder than you're letting on.
It was 6 p.m. It was early.
Oh no!
She was dancing, and so I just want to give her a happy birthday shout out. She was probably puking very soon after that. She was wasted just dancing on the train.
Oh, you're up to so much more cool stuff than I am. I've just been playing Battlefield 5 for 2 days straight.
Yeah, up to cool stuff like going to work.
I mean, that's good. I've been playing that game is so weird because they were like we don't want it to be historical. We're gonna put ladies and everything, so it's World War II ladies edition.
Yeah, that's
so there's
cool.
like women all over, so you can be like a black woman Nazi in the game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, okay.
That checks off so many of my fetishes.
It's such a weird, like, alternate, like, all right, I guess, sure, this is happening. It's like, it's so absurd.
Yeah, it's video games.
I know. It doesn't have to be realistic, but it is just like, it's kind of jarring sometimes. You're playing and then, like, Black Lady Hitler busts through the door and just starts shooting people. You're like, oh my God, like, what the fuck? And then you kill her.
What?
Well, you got to kill Hitler every time.
Even if she's a black lady?
Yes. If Oprah's Hitler, you still have to kill Oprah.
I don't know. What is Black Lady Hitler trying to get rid of?
I think still the Jews, honestly.
I'd have to see her policies.
You have to see You're going to listen to Black Lady Hitler's policies?
I'd read her book.
I would too, actually.
I don't know what Black Lady Hitler's up to.
She's probably even more likable than regular Hitler, who was very likable for the time.
Yeah, I think he was popular. That's how he became Hitler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. By the way, not me personally. Clearly, I'm the one who was like, you have to kill Hitler every time. We're entertaining Max ideas that he may like Black Lady Hitler's policies.
Do you know who Vermin Supreme is?
No.
He's
Vermin Supreme.
Vermin Supreme is this guy who I think he's from like Vermont or somewhere out here. He's a politician. And he's been running for president for like the past 20 years. He wears the boot on his head.
Yeah.
Do you know who he is?
Okay,
He runs on the platform that he's going to like force every child to brush their teeth.
That's
and
right.
Everyone's
I remember
gonna get a pony. He blocked Pete Buttigieg's like car leaving the Iowa debates or anything. Anyways, he has merch you can buy on his thing. Like instead of like a bumper sticker, or he has stickers and stuff. One of his platforms is that he would definitely kill baby Hitler.
Whoa!
Like as a politician,
definitively,
like, no, I want to go back in time to kill baby Hitler. And then it's cool. Like, it's just one of those like, he's really the only guy I could vote for. Like ethically, I feel like I am pro giving children ponies, brushing their teeth.
Why does everyone kill baby Hitler? Why don't you kill like teenage Hitler, child Hitler?
I feel like killing a baby is the easiest thing.
I mean, I guess if you're trying to like, yeah, babies are really killable. You could just kill, like, at that point, just like kill Hitler's mom, I guess.
I can't remember which someone asked a politician recently, and they were like, "Would you kill?" I think it might have been Mitt Romney.
Was it the kill Hitler thing?
Or was it the Sleepy Doctor?
I think
it was the Sleepy Doctor.
Yes, I remember this.
And they asked him if he would kill baby Hitler, and he's like, "No, all babies."
Oh, that's right.
He legitimately answered it.
He spun the question and talked about abortion instead of killing. He's like, it would be wrong to even abort baby Hitler. And I remember there were people like, "What the fuck? No, abort baby Hitler at least. He's the one exception. If you're gonna make an abortion exception, it's literally Hitler."
I like that. I like that he does not.
He's just like, no, man, I'm real set in stone on this.
He knows his thing. We can never remember his name. We've talked about him before.
Dude, I love just knowing him as the Sleepy Doctor. I think I called him the Sleepy Doctor in actual conversation with regular people the other day, and they were just like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, I've discredited myself completely in this conversation. That game, it doesn't only have lady Nazis. It also, I forgot that this is a real historical thing. It has the Japanese had trouble with American tanks, and they were trying to invent a way to destroy American tanks. And instead of inventing like a cool rocket launcher or like a missile system or a rifle that penetrates tank armor, they're like, let's just take a landmine that's meant for tanks, and we'll put it on the end of a stick, and then you hold the stick like a spear, and you just run at the tank, and then poke the tank with it, and then it will blow you both up.
Did it work though?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of worked, but like, so it's in the game, but it's so absurd. It doesn't always kill the operator, but it usually kills the operator.
Why wouldn't you just throw it like a spear?
Dude, well, because you have to like, it's magnetized on 3 different parts of it, so you can't just throw it because it won't penetrate the tank armor. You have to like hit it flat against the tank.
All right.
Yeah. Because those mines are magnetized. So you just run at it with a stick and you poke it with a stick and then it blows up and it's supposed to sear a hole into the tank armor and, of course, kill the crew inside. But just the idea of just a dude introducing that to people in basic training, like, here's the tank stick. You hold the stick and you run at a tank and then it will hopefully not kill you. We're not entirely sure.
There's like ventilation into tanks, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you like create like a mustard gas thing?
Oh, well, gas was illegal in World War II. It was one of the only things all the armies agreed on.
That's so lame that the Geneva Convention, you can only kill people this specific way.
Well, the reason they do...
I know the reasons. It's because of humanity, but we're still killing people.
No, the true reason...
This is the steroids and sports argument. I want full-blown war. Let's see what we can do.
The rule isn't because they don't use gas because
I want laser guns that chop up the enemy into a million pieces.
No, that's allowed. That is allowed.
That is a lot, but not gas. You can't kill someone with nerve damage or
people
whatever.
go against the Geneva Convention constantly. Americans went against the Geneva Convention by using trench shotguns. And
was that against the Geneva shotguns?
Yes, they made it against it, and Americans were like, no, we're bringing the shotguns to World War I. You guys can all fuck off. But the gas isn't used because it's like not effective enough, and if you use it, other people use it, and it's just like it's not like a good weapon of war.
That's why Hitler had that mustache, so he could wear that because he was in World War I.
Yeah.
And he to put on the gas masks for mustard gas. He had to shave the sides of his mustache, and that's why it's the mustache, and that's why he didn't use gas in World War II. Because he had been mustard gassed.
He did use a lot of gas in World War II.
Not mustard gas.
Okay. Okay, fair. But he did use a lot of gas, just not in a military sense.
Yeah, because I think you can kill people. You can kill prisoners, right? That's.
I mean, according to most people, yes. You just do whatever. They were pretty fucked up.
Oh, but yeah, soldiers, you gotta have rules.
I mean,
our landmines they're against? Was there a Geneva Convention too, where they like banned because no one uses landmines anymore?
So, yeah, they stopped using them. We don't manufacture them anymore, but we maintain like minefields in Korea and stuff.
It'd be better.
So we don't get rid of our own mines we've already planted.
Why not like giant glue traps?
Oh my god!
A humane way to.
It's like like they're just stuck.
Yeah, they come out of the trenches and then they immediately fall over and they're just stuck on giant glue traps.
I like that you go to war Looney Tunes style. That's what I like about you. What if to get our soldiers over to the other trench, we strap rockets to their backs
Maybe.
and then they fly at the enemy.
With the mine stick?
Yeah. There you go.
That'd be cool.
The Russians didn't do the mine stick. What they did is they put the anti-tank mines on the backs of dogs and then trained the dogs to run under the tanks. I know. Listen, it's not me, everyone. It's Russia. They did that. The anti-tank dogs. So just imagine being a soldier fighting Russia and your tanks are rolling up and you're like, all right, here we go. Another day in a tank. Should be pretty good. Just going to go ahead and kill all these people and win the war. And then there's just like hundreds of dogs running across a field zombie style.
With like sticks of dynamite strapped to them.
Yep, straight up.
I want to say I read once, this seems crazy, but like also plausible, is that it might have been Russia again, was like training dolphins.
This
to
is
like
not only plausible, it happened, is real.
Wait. My memory says, tell me where I'm wrong, is that they strap bombs to dolphins to go like find submarines and explode them.
Okay, so Russia did that. Yes.
That was real?
Yes. So
damn, that sucks for dolphins.
It does suck.
No wonder they rape humans every now and then.
The United States Navy trained dolphins and seals to patrol and defend our harbors from divers divers.
Do you think you could give a dolphin a gun and we could like our dolphins? Our dolphins would shoot the other dolphins.
Dude, that'd be so fucking cool. And
Dolphin
we also train dolphins and seals to find anti-ship mines in the water. But yeah, we
what did they do? Did they just poke them and explode?
It's true. But a dolphin did arrest divers, like special ops divers, like Iraqi special ops divers at one point.
What do you mean arrest?
Like they were trying to attack a ship and put swim out to the ship, put a mine on the side of it and swim away, which is a very common way warships are destroyed. And the dolphin that was a part of the crew of the warship or whatever found the guy and beat the fuck out of him and arrested him.
Damn.
So he was arrested by a dolphin. I think you should be able to Google this story. It's real. So he was arrested by a dolphin. Just imagine all your friends being like, dude, you got beat up by Flipper. You're a Navy SEAL and you got fucking taken out by a fucking dolphin. You suck.
It was during war?
Yeah. Well, it was. I think it's like within the last 20 years. I'm not sure if it was during war, but.
Have you ever seen those CO2 knives?
No. What the fuck?
The anti-shark knife?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where you put a CO2 cartridge inside of a knife, and there's a button on the knife, and then you stab like a shark or a dolphin. It's like a diver's knife, and then you push the button, and it injects like CO2 through the knife into whatever you stabbed and explodes them.
What?
Have you never seen that?
No.
So it releases all the CO2 immediately. It seems like the worst thing to ever get stabbed with.
Jesus,
It
that's
like
wild.
instantly explodes them underwater.
That's fucking crazy. I saw a video of a French guy. The French Navy has a thing on your last day. It's a tradition of jumping off the ship.
Yeah.
And he jumps off the ship and everyone's cheering and there's a video and then this huge fucking shark tries to attack him and he like barely dodges and he like rolls up onto the shark and then the shark like swims off and he just like gets back on the boat. But that shit gives me anxiety.
Yeah, you don't like the sea. I love the sea.
Dude, you never would see the shark coming to stab it with your super explodey knife.
Oh, I would love when I'm old, I'm just going to swim out to sea and hopefully a shark just eats me and I bleed I bleed out within like a minute and die.
Dude, you would just get tired and drown probably.
I know. That's how I'm going to go out, Gattaca style. Just swim out.
Just swim out and be gone.
Yep.
Dude, I wonder how often that happens.
It should happen more often. I don't want funerals are expensive. Getting cremated expensive. Just swim out to sea.
Swim or sail?
Swim.
Okay, so you're just walking into the ocean.
I walk
never to
into the
return.
beach and then I just go out.
That's pretty fucking crazy. What if you're too out of shape and the waves keep pushing you back and you're just like, God damn it.
I'll find out where the the undertow is.
Oh, okay.
That'll help me. But
Oh man.
oh, that'd be a good way to die.
Did we finally? By the way, everyone, we cracked one of Mac's weird sexual things.
What?
Well,
I
when
don't
we
remember
found a
this.
lady whose butt you would touch
What?
sexually.
I feel like I would touch lots of ladies' butts.
No, you said that you don't like butt stuff. You've gone on record as saying you wouldn't have sex with a butt. You're like, oh, I don't like it. It's a butt. The vagina is for sex.
You're talking about
Butts
anal.
are for poop. Yes.
Okay. So you gotta be more specific.
Sorry, I'm talking. Yes, I'm talking about the hole.
There's plenty of things around a butt I would do.
No, I'm talking about the butt hole itself.
Okay, what was this?
Because we found a TikTok of a woman who, and by we I mean you.
Oh, yeah.
You see where I'm going now. She's doing a thing and she has a colostomy bag, everyone, which for those of you who don't know, what's wrong with you if you have it?
Usually you get like your intestines removed or something, and so you can't. They just revert them out the front of your stomach, and you get a colostomy bag, and then you shit into a bag. Essentially, it just falls into the bag.
So you
empty that out as often as needed.
Yeah. So instead, the road to your butthole is destroyed. So they build a shortcut to the bag that's attached to a pipe in your stomach.
Yeah. So I found that girl on TikTok, and she was like, "I have a colostomy bag, which means my asshole never gets used and is super clean."
Oh, dude, she's got the perfect butthole.
Also, she never uses it.
True.
So it's super tight.
Whoa! Oh, very good point.
She was hot too.
Yeah. So there you go. So you would fuck her butt.
I mean, she was offering it, and she,
the bag grosses me out so bad.
I feel like you just put on a t-shirt. You'll never see it.
Oh, well, can I be honest? I did have a woman once tell me she was going to have sex with me, and I was like, yes, we are going to fuck, actually. And then she's like, I have to tell you, I have a colostomy bag. And I was like, I have to tell you that I still want to fuck, but I forgot I have a thing I have to do. And like,
that would really turn you off?
Yeah, dude, it turned me off that much that I was
There's just like a bag hanging
and I was just like, oh, sorry, I got busy, my bad.
It's just a bag on the side of their side.
Full of shit, just a bag full of shit.
I feel like she would empty it out before.
Listen, I know there's nothing wrong with having a colostomy bag.
No, there isn't.
I know it's
In
not.
fact, it's a superpower because your asshole is clean.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It also probably doesn't affect things too much. Also, like, whatever. It's not like I'm looking into it while I'm fucking you, but there's a thing in my personally my brain that is all fucked up, and I'm just like, if I was fucking a girl and I was like, hey, what's that Ziploc bag you have on your bed? And she's like, oh, I keep my poop in there. I'd be like, oh, I have to leave right now. And that's kind of where my brain is at.
No.
It's unfair. I know it is, but it's how my brain works.
What about like when a girl's on her period or something?
Dude, blood doesn't weird me out.
And she's like, hold on, I got to pull out this tampon. So that's...
I mean, but she's not doing it. Firstly, she doesn't do it in front of me, though I have had a girl do that, and I was just like, please, no. But I mean, whatever. Blood doesn't bother me. Periods are a non-issue for me.
Is it...
Poop is where I draw the line.
Do you think the bag is clear or something? Or
well, yeah. It's,
no,
okay.
They make black bags.
I was going to say, in my mind, it's clear, but why would it be? That makes no sense.
No, the bag is black, so you don't see anything.
Dude.
It's just kind of... It's like a... Just on their side.
Here's the main thing. It's not even the bag of poop. It's the fact that they have, like, a wound...
An extra hole.
That I'm like afraid. Maybe
Shayne, an extra hole.
Oh God! Is that is that why you look up stoma porn so often?
Yeah, I look that up all the time.
You love it.
That's the thing about a girl with a stoma and a colostomy bag.
Whoa!
Too many holes to choose from.
Well, it's like when you go to the ice cream place and they have too many flavors. So you're just like, just vanilla.
Yeah.
Decision overload. Oh, that's so gross. I might listen. I'll take it back. If there was a very, very good-looking woman who I cared about and she had a colostomy bag, I would definitely it would be a non-issue. But currently, thinking about randomly hooking up with someone with a colostomy bag, that's too much information, or too much to handle at once. Someone with a colostomy bag reach out to me and educate me so that I'm not so weird about this.
I wonder what other bags you could get. Like,
do you think other people have other bags? They're like, I want my bladder removed. I have a piss bag.
That'd be fun.
What else could you get? A cum bag?
I was gonna say you could sell your piss in prepackaged bags to all the druggies.
Whoa!
You've got clean piss.
True. I'm trying to think of what other liquids we make. I mean, a Diva cup is technically that. Isn't it just a cup that fills with blood or something?
Yeah, you just wash it out.
I don't know how it works. Again, I don't know how women's bodies works, but when women say I have a Diva cup, it's a cup that catches all the blood from my period.
It's just like a cork.
Oh, I imagined they have they have like the little thing you put on a horse so it can walk and eat at the same time.
No.
That's like what I imagined down by your pussy. It's just leaking into this fucking cup.
It's pretty small from what I understand, and it's just it's like a silicone cup that you shove up there to block everything.
Truly, I don't know
and
anything about women's bodies.
When you take it out, it just lets everything out, and then you just rewash it. It's very eco-friendly.
Is that? Oh, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And I guess, I don't know, there's probably a lot of pros and cons to it, just like every... like pads and tampons.
Oh, yeah, I could care less. Women do whatever with your bodies. Free bleed. We were talking about that earlier.
Don't free bleed.
I mean, do it. Listen, do whatever the fuck you want, man. It's not as long as you're not, like, bleeding on the seats.
That's what I mean.
Oh, you think they do if they free bleed?
Yeah, some people probably free bleed on the seats.
I wonder how much, like...
I mean, don't free shit everywhere.
Dude, listen, I'm free shitting, man.
Just sit down, the leak comes out.
Have you? Oh, man, yeah. I mean, here in New York, we see a lot of people free shitting.
I have yet to... I'm actually... Okay.
I think together we've seen someone just shitting. The other day I saw someone in Manhattan leaning against a 7-Eleven, busy, hundreds of people on the street, and he was just like, this is where I'm shitting.
It's crazy how many bodily fluids you do see. I'm like, oh, there's blood.
Oh, yeah.
Something happened here.
Yeah, I see blood on the train all the time, or what I think looks like blood, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's usually blood. I don't know what else it would be.
That's fair. That's fair.
What do you think Putin's up to?
Dude.
No one's talking about him right now.
Having paintings made of him,
Well,
killing all the gay people in Russia.
Because we got our election, we got coronavirus,
Mm-hmm.
so China and America are busy.
Yeah.
No one's paying attention to Russia right now.
Yeah, it's
Putin's
their time to get up to something.
Well, Putin's like, hey, we're going to take a break from the government. And so the government's like non-existent, I think.
Yeah.
And then Putin's like, when I come back, I'm just going to be God Emperor. And everyone's like, oh, we'll see. And he's like, all right, we'll see. And so he's just kind of like disappeared. And I think he's holding back, waiting for the world to blow up. And my money's on.
So they have no government right now.
I think. I don't know. I haven't researched it. I'm talking completely out of my ass, but that's what I know.
I do feel like Putin is as in charge as he can be, and he's not going anywhere.
He's like as rich as the oil sheiks, right?
Yeah. I
like-
mean, he owns Russia.
He's
He's literally the emperor of Russia. I know because his political rivals keep dying. Like they're doing the Clinton thing where like they're like, you talk bad about them, and then he's like, he killed himself by shooting himself in the head 3 times. I don't know. Must be very sad. Like
that. I mean, what if he was controlling America and he's just that powerful?
oh, dude, I don't know. Do you think he blackmails Trump for real?
No. I think Trump probably thinks that he's pretty cool. Like, think about if you don't care about what he's doing. He's like a cool supervillain. He's like a KGB spy. He's now the president. He's becoming the God Emperor. Trump probably wants to be the Putin of America.
Yeah.
But we have more checks and balances that are kind of keeping him from doing that. Plus, Putin's in shape.
Yeah, Putin's like a man's man. Despite, I mean, listen, he's evil.
All of his evil stuff aside, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's definitely viable.
He's riding horses, shooting guns. There's that
Wrestling
picture.
bears, doing taekwondo and shit.
There's that picture I showed you where he's like diving in a little submarine in a bubble, and he's
Yeah.
like driving it around.
Yeah, he's wild. He's always up to crazy
He's
shit.
a James Bond villain.
Yeah, yeah. And he's always outsmarting people. Remember that time that they thought they were going to kill him, and then he sent his driver out anyway to die? And then their plan to assassinate him was to ram him with a car at full speed on the freeway head on.
Oh yeah.
So they rammed the car thinking he would be in it, but Putin knew, and he had the driver go out and die. And everyone was like, Putin's so smart. And I was like, but he just sent the driver to his death.
I'm trying to think.
No one talked about that.
I'm trying to think of a world leader who's cooler than Putin. Again, they're all evil, but
Yeah.
Putin is pretty cool.
Margaret Thatcher was gangster.
Did she kill
She's not
anybody?
around anymore. Dude, she went to war with Venezuela.
Going to war is different than
Yeah, but people
like-
forget that happened. They forget that a first world country went to war with Venezuela. That shit is fucking crazy. Is it Venezuela or am I wrong?
I thought it was Argentina.
Argentina, one of those.
It's the Falkland Islands thing?
The Falkland Islands, yeah. Wow, I'm really off.
not a real
Anyway,
war.
it doesn't. Well, firstly, it was a real war. They fucking sunk a cruiser and destroyed their air
Yeah,
force.
that's a conflict.
No, it was a full-on war.
Thatcher's not that cool.
Dude, I mean, I'm not like Thatcher's policies are great, but I just
feel-
think Thatcher was just like a hardcore bitch.
I feel like Putin has actually killed probably more than 20 people with his own hands.
Oh, yeah.
What other world? You want that in a world leader.
I mean, before he was even a leader, in the KGB,
Yeah, that's
he
what I
was
mean.
killing people. Yeah.
I'm very pro. I feel like every president we have should. I'm one of those people that they should serve in the military beforehand. So that way they know what the stakes truly are.
Yeah, it does help to have like someone who has perspective and stuff. But it's also you don't want the Rome thing.
You don't want the General MacArthur.
Yeah, where it's
Where it's like, we should nuke Korea.
yeah, where it's only military guys in charge with a military mindset. You want to temper that with a civilian mindset, which is why senators can give orders to military personnel and stuff. You don't want them to go crazy. And then it's Rome style, and then they're just like, listen, why don't we just conquer the whole world? Let's just do that.
I mean, that'd be cool. I'm trying to figure out who's going to take over the world, and it's Russia. Russia's who's my money on now.
Yeah?
It was going to be China, but the flu is wiping them out. So now I'm like, all right, Russia is back they're back to number one.
I don't think Russia could get outside of Europe. Russia could attack Europe, and that's basically it.
So that's a good chunk of the world.
It is a good chunk of the world.
You take over Europe, then what? Africa falls pretty easy.
No, Africa's, but I think, people...
Is Africa too much like Russia and it's too much space?
Dude, it's firstly, Africa's bananas large. Also, everyone always underestimates Africa, and then Africa beats the shit out of everybody. It happens every time.
Really?
Yes. Dude, Ethiopia defeated Italy in a full-scale war. People forget about that.
Forget about it. I never learned that.
Yeah, dude. Ethiopia and Italy fought an actual, real, full-scale World War I style war, and Ethiopia didn't only win, it beat their ass. Anyway, Shout out
to our Ethiopian listeners.
Yeah. Also, the Boers beat the British Empire.
Who are the Boers?
They were like these Dutch settlers that teamed up with the tribes people in South Africa, and then the British showed up, and the British were like, hey, you're a colony, and they were like, no, we're not, in their shitty South Africa. I can't do a South African accent. Anyway, they speared and shot those British people to death a lot. And then the British people were like, we got to get the fuck out of here. And then South Africa got to be a country. They America'd themselves before we did, I think. I actually am probably wrong on that part. I think we were first, but...
Who's counting?
Yeah. No one. Anyway, South Africa was... I mean, they have a lot of problems, but also pretty good job defeating the British.
Name a country that doesn't have problems. And no Nordic countries.
Okay, I was like, oh.
No one's paying attention to that.
You can't name any country that has isolationist policies before World War II. So like Nordic countries, Japan, those are countries where they kind of like do their own thing and no one bothers them, so they don't have criticism the way other countries do.
Yeah, they're just developing their super soldier program in secret. The world's strongest men out up there.
No, wait. Most of the Nordic countries are up to weird shit like they're like, listen, if you join the Air Force and you're a woman, boob jobs are free.
What?
That's real.
What?
Yeah, if you go to Norway and Finland and you join the military and you're a woman, they'll pay for breast augmentation surgery.
Wait, augmentation, or is that only... Can you increase or decrease?
You can do either, man. It's up to you. They're your tits.
Why do they offer that? Just
because if you defend freedom, then they want your tits to look great.
So they... All right.
That's not even... Dude, I'm not joking. Dude. That is 100% real.
I think I'm going to defect. I want to join the army just to look at some tits.
I know. The quality of life over there is pretty cool.
It is. They got it good.
A lot of those countries have conscript armies. That's the one thing people forget.
What's that?
A conscript army is an army where they force you to serve.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I've talked about that. I'm pro that.
Yeah, a lot of people hate it.
I feel like everyone would be nicer to each other if we all were like, yeah, remember that when we were enslaved for a year in service of our country? Hell yeah. We'd be more patriotic.
I feel like for 2 years after you graduate high school, maybe they should force people to serve the state in whatever capacity that the person feels like they can fill. So like if you want to go and like learn how to help like people in an ambulance or firefighters or police,
but they should give all those people a gun,
or the military. yeah, then you should do that, and you should serve your community in a capacity where like your whole life is dedicated to being of service to the community. I don't know about military service,
but a fireman with gun or a nurse with a gun.
I wonder if firefighters are allowed to just hold guns.
They should be. What if you need to shoot off like a doorknob or something?
They have axes. That's what the axes are for.
What if someone attacks you while you're fighting a fire?
Oh, that's what the axes are for.
How about, I think France is having their like, apparently the riots are like a real deal right now.
Oh yeah.
They're not like fucking around. Like France is always rioting, but this time they mean it.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. They had a bunch of firefighters in their full gear with their like fire armor and their helmets and shit, literally fighting the police.
I saw a video of firefighters lighting themselves on fire and then fighting police.
Dude, that's fucking baller. That's you know when you're in a video game and you're fighting the enemies and then you're like, do they have more enemies on this level? And then they're just like, here's the same enemy from before, but now it's on fire.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Imagine like, what do you do when a bunch of like firemen on fire start charging your like police thing? You're like, how do you fight that?
You can't wrestle them. They're on fire.
It's a good move.
Dude, it's a fucking awesome move. It's a baller move.
I wonder why they're rioting. I never know.
Dude, I think they want to be treated better. They want more wine breaks.
Their president is
They're just
dating
like
that old lady.
that he fucked when he was a child.
Hell yeah.
Dude, they're just like, they're just all angry because they don't have old ladies to fuck. Dude, France is weird.
Yeah, his like girlfriend I think she fucked him when he was like 15.
Yeah, I think we talked about it before. Yeah, he had an affair with her when he was a child student. She got in trouble, and then when he got old enough, he married her, and now he's the president, and the first lady is technically a pedophile.
Does that inspire you that you could become president someday?
Oh my God, because I was molested.
Like, you could be the first face tattoo president.
I could be.
That'd be cool.
I also genuinely think Trump was molested at some point. You don't get that
Oh,
rich
really?
and not be molested. Dude, he's so fucked
yeah,
up.
yeah. You think he was part of the whole Illuminati?
Definitely a president has been molested before. George Washington seemed pretty angry. He's probably molested.
You think he directed all his rage
Dude, right at the British.
to create a country? Just
Yeah, man. Just stories of him like on the front lines when he doesn't even need to be.
I'd say Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was also pretty furious.
He was really sad.
He was very sad.
He was and then he was allegedly secretly gay.
Yeah, remember they
I like historians were just like, no, they just back in the day, dudes would sleep in the same bed with their best friend. And you're
it's like Abraham Lincoln used to sleep in the same bed as his best friend, and his wife would be frustrated that she didn't get to hang out with him.
That was the times.
Ooh.
People were too poor. No, it's cool. You would fuck your friend in the ass, and it wasn't gay back then.
Listen, if it makes my dick hard, it's not gay.
Yeah, back in the olden days.
Teddy Roosevelt, I would say, might have been molested. No, but he wasn't because he got sad later in life.
He wasn't molested. He was just autistic.
Yeah, no, he was. And then his mom and his wife died on the same day on his birthday or something. On Valentine's Day anyway, it was very bad timing. And his mom and his wife died on the same day. And he was just like, fuck. This is a bummer.
I mean, it would be a blessing to some.
But, okay.
You think about all the fucking he did afterwards.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. How else do you get over sadness?
Sadness like that?
Your mom and your wife die?
Oh, man.
You gotta feel better somehow.
You gotta fuck your way out of that sadness hole.
It works.
Dude, it does not work.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I'm fucked every time if I'm real sad and I'm trying to get over something and I try to fuck my way out of it, as soon as I come, I'm like, no, bring the comeback. I don't need the clarity. I don't know. Do you feel better when you jack off?
Yes and no.
I don't know what that means.
I think everyone feels the same.
Nope, they do not.
I'm still thinking of presidents. Obama was not molested.
No, Obama's doing great. Bill Clinton was molested.
Well,
because he's a sex criminal, so he probably continued the line. Not that everyone who's molested is a sex criminal, but I don't know. Something's up with Bill Clinton, right?
Yes. I think he's lobotomized.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, he's just walking around.
Who controls him? Do you think they uploaded Jeffrey Epstein's brain into his so that Jeffrey Epstein could continue living?
That's a good theory. I like that one. No, they're keeping his body alive, so when Hillary dies, they'll put her brain into, I don't know.
Hell yeah, then she'll be the ultimate girl boss. Oh my god!
You know who's definitely not molested? Putin.
Yeah, no.
He's.
Or the most. I don't know.
Oh, you think he's getting all his rage out?
Maybe.
Well, at least he probably killed his molester.
I mean, the actual, I mean, all bit aside, the reality is that most people have been molested.
Is that real?
I think if you haven't been molested in some way or another, even lightly, I mean, what we're defining as molestation here, but like most people have had like a pretty icky sexual experience when they were a kid.
I never had.
I mean,
so that's
you're very lucky.
That's what makes me wonder if I have, because I don't remember any.
Oh, see, that's tough. Also, what kind of, were you a cute kid?
No, I looked exactly the same, just fat.
Okay, so maybe you're all right.
I was too fat.
Oh my god.
What a fun topic.
Yeah. People are going to love that.
Barfing
Dude, no.
and then molesting.
Yeah,
and then...
people love when you both debate on which presidents were molested and how they dealt with it. Dude, no, not Alexander Hamilton. I was thinking of him because of the musical, which I'm not going to see.
Why? You against it?
No, I'm not against it. It's like $1,000. It's like
Okay.
$600 to go see some guy rap about history, and I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah, that seems pretty lame.
I was laughing thinking about doing an animal spinoff of Alexander Hamilton called Alexander Camelton. Where he's a camel that raps about the United States.
Damn, that sucks.
Just like Joe Camel's rebranding Alexander Camelton.
Okay. Joe Camel's pretty cool, though.
Joe Camel was cool. That was the whole point. He was the coolest.
Was Hamilton cool? I don't even know what he does. I want to go see that just so
yeah, maybe we should go see it.
Because I don't know anything about Hamilton.
What do you think Hamilton did?
I think Hamilton freed the slaves.
Oh, okay.
He did the Louisiana Purchase. I don't know. What was Hamilton like? He was probably the 7th president.
I don't think any of those are right.
No, none of these are right.
Okay.
But I want to put Hamilton like in the top like first 10 that no one remembers. Wasn't Lincoln like 15?
17 or 16. 16, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Hamilton was back when the country was still like figuring shit out. Like, all right, what are we gonna do? Let's invent more states.
There you go.
Probably killed Indians.
Yeah, I mean everyone did all the way up until like 19.
JFK was probably the last guy to not. He's probably like, we got to stop killing Indians.
Dude, I mean even then we have not been kind. Yeah, I don't know what Alexander Hamilton did at all. Do you know who the coolest founding father is? The guy who did it right. He has the best, most perfect legacy. John Hancock.
Why? He didn't do anything. I think
Exactly. The only thing he's famous for is signing the Declaration of Independence biggest.
Yeah.
Dude, he just signed his name like 4 times as big as everyone else's because he wanted the king to see it. Fuck you, king. That's all people remember about John Hancock is that he had huge balls and he didn't give a fuck. And then end of story. End of story. John Hancock fucking didn't give a fuck, and that's his whole legacy.
I actually don't think he had huge balls. I think everything down there was pretty small.
Oh, no.
And so he was like, you know what? I'm gonna. He's compensating, is what I'm saying.
He didn't have a Hancock. He had a finger cock.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude,
More
I
like
mean,
John Micropene.
whose penis was actually huge. He signed his name smallest.
Yeah, let's find that out. Let's figure out who signed the Declaration the smallest.
Dude, you'd have to like look at it yourself. I don't know if anyone. I think they all signed it like the same size except for John.
Smallest signature on the Declaration of Independence is Edward Rutledge. Oh, he's the youngest signer. Sorry.
Edward, you piece of shit.
I like this Slate article. John Hancock's Declaration of Independence signature. Was it too big? This is the idiot writing that. Should we go back and erase it and make it smaller? Yeah, is there a picture? Can you find it?
No, I can't. Of John Hancock's penis?
Or, yeah. Is our...
John Hancock dick size ?
Oh, is it?
I want to see what he looked like. Images. Dude, well, firstly, he fucking looks like a guy. I don't know why it's making me laugh. He looks fucking crazy. He has a lot of forehead. He's got one of those weird wigs they used to wear back then. Why did they wear a wig if it was going to be gray also?
I think because lice was so common or something like that, so everyone would just shave their heads, and then they would just wear the wigs because they would like easier to powder your wig instead of like shampooing your hair or keeping it clean. I don't know. That's what I think.
I mean, that's fair. I know that judges in England wear them still, and they look fucking stupid.
Yeah,
You're just like, God, I'm on trial for murder, and you're gonna look like a fucking pilgrim right now. It really takes the like seriousness out of the situation. Maybe that's why they do it, because it's silly.
Okay, I'm zooming in on. I can't read cursive,
Dude. No one can. No one can. I'm surprised anyone can read anything they used to write back then. That shit is fucking terrible to read.
John Adams has a nice legible signature.
There you go. Good for John. John Adams was a bad motherfucker.
John Morton also has an easy one.
It's a lot of Johns.
You know what John Hancock also did? He signed it like right up top, and his is fancier than everyone. And not only is it big, it's fancy. It looks good. Like some people have some scribbles.
Like they're just trying to be like, hopefully the king, like he'll just, if this doesn't work out, the king will have this list of names and it'll be like, that wasn't me. That was another guy with a similar name. John Hancock was like, no, fuck you, king. Right up front, right here. Hey, hello. I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
I think John Hancock also fought in the war, too. A lot of these guys, like Ben Franklin, were just kind of like, yeah, we want independence, but my whole thing is having sex with people in France and inventing, so I'm going to peace out. And then guys like George Washington were like, I'm going to kill someone with my hands.
It's funny because if you look at it, there's all the names are to the right and no one signed on the left. Like it's almost like an open mic sign-up sheet where no one wanted to be like number one.
Yeah.
So if it was a bad idea, they were like, no, these guys, there's only 3 signatures on the far left where everyone should be signing. So they're like, those are the people they wanted to fill up the right. Be like, oh, I signed up after everyone else said it was a good idea. No one wanted to take credit at first.
Meanwhile, John, front and center. It's so bold compared to everyone else's, too. It looks like he underlined it twice.
What a retard.
No way. He's the fucking best.
Ruined the day. They probably were like, now we got to rewrite the whole thing.
Like he's in the way.
Yeah. Almost ruined it. What else you got? You want to talk about? You want to do our celebrity segment?
What's our celebrity segment? What celebrities do we have?
We got Amber Heard.
Ooh, she's a good one.
She's
bit
not a good
Johnny
one.
Depp's thumb off.
She bit. Yeah, Amber. That's the news. She was.
What if he likes it though?
If it was.
What if he likes getting his thumb bit off?
That's the question. She's so abusive.
No, he doesn't like it. I'm being an asshole. Yeah, she bit his thumb off because he was like trying to like get her away from him or something.
She was like dosing him with Xanax and
Dude,
stuff.
So crazy.
She shit in his bed, which was pretty wild.
That's a baller move. Dude, imagine that's... it's so crazy. That's
I'm trying to
so
imagine
crazy.
She's so stupid hot.
Is she? Show me. I've literally don't know what she looks like. Show me a photo of her, and I'll tell you if watching her shit in my bed, I would break up with her. Oh, damn.
Yeah, she's
got a good face.
She's like created in a lab, celebrity hot.
Oh, dude, it's so unfortunate. Dude, she bit his thumb. Oh my god, that's crazy, dude. I've had girls like. So I had an ex.
Shit in your bed?
No, but I did have an ex like do crazy stuff, like break my shit or like. Like get a thing of soda out of the fridge and pour it on my PlayStation and like, she was like insane, spit in my face, slap me, kick me, hit me with stuff. Fucking, she tried to hit me with her car once.
Cool.
But like not shit in my bed.
Whoa, Elon Musk dated her.
No way. Dude, good thing we gotta keep Elon safe. Way to take the bullet, Johnny.
I don't know who's dating her now.
Dude, fucking R.I.P. to that guy.
Yeah, what would you do if you found out like
your ex
you're
had
dating
abused
someone? Not your ex. You're dating someone right now, and she's like shitting in his bed, and you're like, wait a minute.
Whoa, Dude, what do you do if you're like in love with someone and for all intents and purposes they treat you very well and everything's going great, but then you find out in a previous relationship they had like brutally abused someone in the craziest of ways?
I mean, if they're not abusing you at the moment.
Oh, dude, I don't think I could reconcile with that. If there's proof, like you shit on his bed, at the very least, you have to have a long conversation about it, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, what were you thinking? I mean, probably not thinking at all, right? You're probably just so angry that you're trying to do anything you can to shock and disturb the other person. So you just lay a fat deuce.
Oh, she's dating some lady now. Rumored.
R.I.P. to that lady.
Oh.
Or hopefully she's dating like a lady who just fucking won't take her shit. And then she starts taking shit in her bed and that other lady just hits her with a potted plant or something.
She just shits in her bed.
They have two beds, I Love Lucy style, before they got one bed.
That would be, if I was dating Amber Heard, I would have to.
Yeah, listen, if you're going to shit, you got to have your own bed.
That's so wild.
Dude.
Well, I'm glad Johnny Depp is out.
Have you ever had a girl hit you? Or break any of your stuff?
No.
You're so lucky.
I don't. My tolerance for that stuff, I tap out almost immediately.
I now tap out I think for the last 7 or 8 years since that relationship, I will immediately if you yell at me or name call me, immediately done, no questions asked, forever, you're gone. If you hit me, immediately gone.
Yeah, you should walk out on anyone who hits you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, dude, there's people make a lot of excuses for that shit.
What did I tell you? I walked out of that date because she was just ignoring me.
Yeah, fuck that.
If there's any red flags, just leave. Go home and jack off. It's so much. It's so easy.
Dude, I mean, it sounds easy, but sometimes you're so lonely, and there are good. The thing about it is that people who are shitty aren't shitty all the time. They have shitty qualities amongst good qualities. It's hard to reconcile the bad with the good.
They're good at hiding it.
Yeah, so when they have one bad thing, it's easy for you to checklist the good stuff and be like, all right, stick around and see what happens. But no, if someone does something shitty, I'm telling you now, immediately leave. Immediately. If someone touches you or grabs you roughly, fucking over. Immediately.
Well,
no.
I'm thinking about it. If Amber Heard grabbed me.
No. If she grabs you roughly without your permission in a way that makes you uncomfortable and is not okay, leave for real right now. If you're listening to this and the person next to you has grabbed you roughly before, I'm just kidding. But on the real, don't look at them right now. Don't look over at them. Don't even smile. But after you get out of the car, just start running. Just go. Don't be with that person.
Or better advice is don't hit people.
I mean,
unless they're begging for it in bed.
That's like telling people not to rape.
Yeah, you got to tell people that now.
You don't. Rape is just rape. You got to tell people. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right.
That.
You got to tell people not to rape, but still, if someone hits you, take care of yourself. Just get out of there. Or if they're mean to you, even. Dude, I can't tell you how many friends I have that their significant other belittles them, calls them stupid and shit.
Okay, but I'm into that.
Unironically though, it's not a joke. You're so fucking stupid, and then just keeps cooking dinner or whatever, and it's in front of me, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude, I'm so sorry. This is how your night's going. That you're about to break up with your fiance. Do you want to come to my place?
And they're like,
what? We're gonna keep watching Star Trek. This is fine. And I'm like, oh my god, man, it makes me so uncomfortable. I'm like, I have to leave. I can't watch this go down. It's brutal. Don't do that.
Reach out to a friend.
No.
Talk about your issues.
If you've had literally anything wrong happen to you in your life, reach out to Mac via DM.
Yeah.
He is emotionally and physically available for you.
I'll let you know how I feel.
Your opinions. I don't know. What's good?
That's the thing. Because I feel there's the relationship subreddit. Where they're just I think my husband might be he was messaging someone, and everyone's just lawyer up, hit the gym, delete them, walk away forever. Obviously, if someone's hitting you, you gotta end it and get out of there any way you can. Pack up, find the kids, move, take them. But there's like if someone's being mean to you, you can work through that.
There's a difference between being abusive and being shitty.
Yeah, there you gotta find that line.
Yeah. You gotta find the line. But name calling isn't being mean. That's being like that's fucking crazy. That's abusive. Just fucking go. But if someone is like not helping you with the chores because when you ask them to and shit like that, or like being mean, like not supporting you when you ask them to do certain things, then yeah, you could probably
what it all is?
Communicate and work through that.
Communication. If you just communicate more, be like, hey, I don't like it when you hit me.
No. I think this is a pretty good rule. Communication is important, but if they do something wrong that you shouldn't have to communicate, I literally shouldn't. You should never have to tell someone not to call you names or belittle you.
That's actually a good rule.
You should never have to tell someone not to touch you. If they break a rule that communication wouldn't have even been important, then you go.
Yeah.
But if they do something and you're like, hey, I don't like it when you fucking tell me my brother's a piece of shit or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like it when you Dutch oven me.
Exactly.
I don't
Then you can work through that.
You're like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were getting off still. My Dutch ovens.
And then I guess as far as like, there's, so there's that. That's a good rule.
I hope everyone survived all the gross talk to learn, have our nice wholesome. This is like an old Simpsons episode.
Yeah,
it's really funny, and then at the end has a nice wholesome message.
Dude, we saved everybody. We're the best.
Maybe.
No, we're terrible. Hey everyone, speaking of being terrible, come see me live being terrible at the Rialto Theater in Deer Lodge, Montana, February 13th. That's this week. If you're near Montana, you want to come out, come hang. I will be hanging out after the show and saying hi, I'm sure. Or maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes I feel very bad and very antisocial, but I do my best to say hi. So just, come out to the show. It'll be a good time. I've got this new material I'm working on. It's really fun. Also, I'll be in Canada the week after that. And then after that, I'm going to be in fucking Massachusetts. Go to ShayneSmithComedy.com to find dates. Yep. Mac, you got anything going on you want to tell people about?
If you go to our website, cowboyboys.rodeo, our Amazon link is still up. You can click that and buy stuff on Amazon. That gives us money. Email us. You can email us at cowboyboyspodcast@gmail.com. Sometimes it takes us a few weeks to get back to you, but we will. We're a little bit backed up. And if you have a question you want us to answer on air, we usually get to those. We didn't have any. We did a lot last episode, so we didn't do any this one. Those are always fun.
We save them up, and then we unload them.
There was the one. Someone sent us a video of them jacking off.
Oh yeah, they are the champions. Didn't we say that they're the undisputed champion?
She said she was like, I'm going for the champion.
Oh yeah,
but she didn't show her face.
Oh, good point.
She also sent us a picture of her dog.
He was very cute.
So
wow,
dog,
that is champion. Listen, this is all it's all expert champion behavior, but like the face is so important.
I'm a face guy. I'm not a boob or ass guy. I'm a face guy.
I really am also a face guy. You could have A tits and no ass, and if you have a pretty face, I'm all in, baby.
So shallow.
What? I like a pretty face. It's my thing.
I like a face
and
too.
Of course, a pretty face is very subjective. Different people find different types of faces pretty. I don't know. Anyway, I like faces and I like hair.
Yeah, but you don't have to send us nudes. You can. We appreciate them.
Yeah.
I just don't want everything.
I know. I don't want anyone who has sent us nudes to be like weird about like, oh, they hated me, so they didn't reply. That wasn't what happened.
Send us videos, send us articles, just ask us stuff.
Your thoughts. A lot of people have sent us some really heartwarming stuff. Some people have talked to us about some very serious problems. And we appreciate everything. Honestly, it's so cool that people even want to talk to us. And so many people have talked to us that it's hard to keep up with.
Review our podcast on iTunes.
Hell yeah. Do that shit. We've gotten a ton of them, and we're pushing. We've passed up certain other podcasts that in my mind I wanted to pass up, and it's great. Feeling good about that. What else?
All right. That's about it for me.
Cool. What? I want to dominate my competition that's in my own mind.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We fucking love you guys. Thanks so much for listening to us, even though we're both lethargic and sick.
No, I'm healthy now. I've healed through the podcast.
You healed through. Okay, great. Well, we'll talk to you guys next week. Love you. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.